Hello there and welcome to Net 7 News. Today is the 28th of July 2016. Yesterday I did my first live broadcast via YouTube using XSplit Broadcaster. I did about 40 minutes yesterday. I had a 40-minute cast, and when I look back at it, the microphone that I was using, it didn't really work very well, because when I made the sound back, it kept bouncing and it just wasn't that good. So I figured out a way to improve that. Hopefully the sound quality is a lot better. A video, I think, it's a bit jumpy, but I think that it's also mostly going to be using is talking about the news stories. So anyway, welcome to the live broadcast. And today we're going to be talking about similar things to we talked about yesterday, including the increase in earthquakes. Today we've actually seen a dramatic decrease in earthquakes because over the past few months we've had a sudden increase, like a sudden uptick in earthquake, especially at the end of February, start of March. People started noticing that there was more than the average amount of earthquakes, and also volcanic activity, which has also been on a high. So overall it's been seismic activity that's been on a high this year. We had 120 earthquakes yesterday and the day before, but in the past 24 hours we've only had 70, which is quite a big decrease, considering that the average is starting to become about 100. So that's starting to decrease. I looked into solar flare activity a few days ago, and apparently we had two massive solar what was it, 4 days ago, yeah, two massive solar flares, but these solar flares were not Earth, but they affect Earth. They are not Earth facing, as they are big ones like the ones we had a few days ago, which may have also increased seismic activity because it can have an effect on Earth too, in that way. So yes, we've had volcanic activity also on a high. On average, in terms of earthquakes, we have 20,000 a year, according to USGS, and that's what the average has been like in recent years. But this year, we're looking at double the amount, to 40,000 earthquakes this year. So we've had a dramatic increase. And I have a poll on the right-hand side of this live broadcast. And you can answer the question as to what you think the cause of these earthquakes are, the sudden increase anyway. Is it human activity, solar flares, something else? And also there's a chat bar if you want to say things as well as our broadcast, and I will reply as well. So yes, that's seismic activity. I will also put the pictures up on the screen right now of the sudden increase and decrease of seismic activity. So as you can see, the averages are around about 2.0s and 4.0s. So really the magnitudes are lowered because during this sudden uptick in earthquakes, we've had earthquakes, I would say, more along the lines of the 4s, 5s and 6s, which are quite big earthquakes as well. The other day we had a 6.1, a 6.0, and I think it was a 6.5 in the Ring of Fire area. It was Papua New Guinea, Southern Australia, and yeah, and I think it was Vanuatu as well. So next we're going to be talking about the politics, actually. US politics. This has been the most highly charged political years, I would say, from what we've been seeing on the internet anyway. Because obviously we've had the two conventions. We've had the Republican convention, the RNC, which was last week, and this week we've had the DNC, the Democratic National Convention, which was held this week. So yeah, it's been very highly charged because at the DNC this week we've had mass protests because WikiLeaks published 20,000 leaked emails about the DNC's plan to favour Hillary and not Bernie, and we've had mass protests outside the convention centre. Actually, I seen footage the other day of people trying to climb over a fence that they were blocking out protesters outside the convention centre. And people got arrested for that too. So yeah, there's been a lot of protests at the DNC this week following that WikiLeak of the emails. So it's been official anyway that Donald Trump has the Republican nomination now and Hillary Clinton has the Democratic nomination now, and that's official. I think the debates actually start in September, the general election debates. I heard somewhere that it's in September, so that should be very interesting indeed. We had breaking news actually this morning from California. I'm going to show you the video footage of it soon. California, there was a lot of talk last night of a massive meteor which soared across the sky across California. Everybody was buzzed out because everyone was really confused as to what it was. People were thinking a UFO, a meteor, space junk. I don't think people have actually worked out what it was last night, actually. Many people are speculating that it was space junk. And many people are actually speculating that it was a meteor. Because yesterday when I did a broadcast, I actually spoke about meteor showers, which is very ironic, actually. We were speaking about meteor showers yesterday, about the Perseus meteor shower, which started the other day in the Northern Hemisphere, and it's going to peak August 12th, August 13th, where you'll be able to see about 75 meteors per hour as the Earth enters the swift Tuttle boundary in space. But last night, apparently there was another meteor shower ongoing, which I didn't really know about until I just researched into it. It's called Deltids or something like that. Deltids Aquarids. Something along those lines. And I have footage of the meteor that went across the sky and shocked everybody, which I'm going to show you right now. So as you can see, there's many particles breaking up in the atmosphere. That looks amazing. I think that was when the meteor because there's other images and other footage online of the full meteor flying across the sky, and there's also a little bit next to it as well, trailing with it. And actually, it looks very big. It looks like a very big meteor because it took a long while for it to actually break up the atmosphere. are in America right now or somewhere in the northern hemisphere, you might be able to see this right now. It's night. So if you are interested in stargazing, it's definitely worth going out tonight if it's a clear night and that the moon is not in the way of viewing to actually see if you can see any meteors burning up across the sky. You know, you might actually see this big meteor. It was reported a couple of weeks ago. I seen a report a couple of weeks ago that 148 fireballs in one night burned over across northern Africa. 148. And I think it was the same. All in the same night as well. And there was actually, I don't think there was any footage of this. It was reported on an official space weather website, actually. But 148, that is a lot of fireballs in one time. So now we're going to move on to another heated story at the minute. Currently in California, wildfires are still ongoing in California due to the massive heat wave that is spread right across America. We've had temperatures